Had a really important conversation with my therapist today, and really kind of highlighted to me how important it is to have an outside view, because there's something that I'm dealing with that I was kind of taking one approach to it, and he showed me that I was skipping many steps. I was trying to skip to the very end, which is impossible at the end of the day. And he was able to show me that I needed to break it down and get a lot more granular. And kind of, I was at A trying to go to Z, and I needed to go to B. And he showed me how to do that. And then I did that. I did that later in the day, and I'm already seeing progress. So just, really, it's really important to have an outside point of view. Like, without him making that distinction for me, I wouldn't have been able to see that by myself. And then as soon as I started to do what needed to be done, there was progress. So it's amazing. So yeah, whether it's a therapist or a coach or a friend, a loved one, whatever, if they know how to make the right observations and ask the right questions, it can just leap you forward by miles. So yeah. And I was able to see that subconsciously I was trying to skip to the end because that was easier. Like, that skipped over all the hard work in between. And the stuff in between seemed really unpalatable. But, I started to do it and actually moved ahead a lot more quickly than I anticipated, which is often the case, so yeah. Yeah. Grateful for that, and we'll see what progress lies ahead. Putting out my June newsletter this week. Voiced some political views. We'll see how they get received. Mainly talking about DEI. The Trump administration has attacked DEI policies for being racist, which they are. They take race into account, so I guess that's technically racist. But, people who denounce DEI, a lot of them, they act as though things weren't racist before DEI, when in fact DEI and policies like it are a response to racism. Doesn't mean that they're a good response. They're a well-intentioned response. Implementation was probably messed up, as it is with a lot of things, but this was kind of like the first round. You're not going to get anything perfect the first time. So I just kind of, you know, resent or am opposed to this kind of cynical concept. Before DEI, everything was great. Well, it wasn't. I mean, we've always had racism in this country, and our institutions were built in part on racist policies. So, we needed something to address that and counter that. DEI might have overshot it, but that doesn't mean something wasn't necessary. So I just it's hard to take these people seriously, because it's like, well, do you really mean what you say? Like, a lot of these people are my age. Like, do you really not have the perspective of history? Like, you remember what it was like before DEI. It's not like we lived in a pure meritocracy. We didn't. We never have. It's not the way the world works. So just don't understand. I can't tell if these people are serious or if they're lying. Because if they're serious, it just kind of shows, I don't know, ignorance. But these are really smart people, so I just don't know what's happening in their head, and I haven't heard anybody ask them the right questions.